Brakes on. Back check 2000 RPM.
Welcome back to the channel. At last we returned to flight training after a 3-month break due to the worldwide pandemic that is COVID-19. Here in my home state, our government has done an amazing job of virtually eliminating the virus from our society, with more than 2 months without a reported case. So we're back into flight training, and it's great to see our students returning to restart their training. Today, come and fly with Sanj as we revisit some of the early skills and get back into circuit training. Come with us and enjoy.
Just check both are looking the same.
Yep, both are the same. Someone said 170 and 150, that's as close as we can get.
Yep.
Wind, we don't have wind at all.
No, really, but we're gonna. There's a little bit, not much. Not worth worrying about. Yep.
Runway is clear.
Yep.
Clearance in airspace, we know is okay. Engine temperature, still a little bit green, so by the time we get there, it'll be alright.
100, yes.
Safety.
Safety brief is I'll do the first takeoff today.
Yep.
Then we'll go out to the northern training area.
Okay.
So we don't need hand controls over that. But the plan is if I'm not off by a certain point that I've nominated in my head down here on the runway,
okay,
we're going to abort the takeoff. Okay.
Yep.
And if we do get off the ground, I'm going to push the stick forward.
Alright.
That's the important thing because everyone goes the other way.
Yep.
And they stall. So we're going to push the stick forward. Yep.
Radio call.
So we're entering, what are we entering and backtracking 3-1, aren't we?
Yep. 3-1, yeah.
Yep.
Follow traffic, Triple 8538 and wing and backtrack runway V1. Follow.
Good. Break off. Yeah, so where the cowling cuts this black section here,
yep,
that's roughly where that's straight down the middle for you. Okay, don't look over there.
Yep.
Over there.
Going that way.
That's right. So one thing you've missed. Everyone misses it, I don't know why. Fuel pump's got to be on.
Yep.
Most important. Okay, do a turn now. So I'll do the first takeoff, alright? So I'll talk it through for you. So I want you to follow what I'm talking about.
Yep.
My controls?
Your control?
Okay, final check. Temperature up to 100, which is good.
Yep.
All good. Okay, flaps are set, yes they are, and the fuel pump is on. So now, all I'm doing is I'm looking down here. I'm not looking over there,
yep,
for you that way.
Yep.
So I'm using this and the edge of the runway as my guide. And at 40 knots, where I'm here, I'm going to start to pull the stick back.
Okay.
So I'm not looking down there. So I'm just going to ease the power on now. Gawler traffic, Jabber 8538, line up rolling 3-1, departure to the north. Gawler. So now I'm going to watch my feet, easing the power on. So all I'm doing is looking down the end of the runway. I'm not looking at the speed at the moment, but it's getting faster. 31 knots, looking over here again. 39 knots, still keeping down here.
Yep.
I'm not doing anything. 45 knots, I raise the nose just off the ground and wait. That's just the front wheel vibrating. There we are, 60 knots, we're flying. No, I'm not doing anything. That's all I'm trying to show. No, I've got control. So the plane took off itself. I'm not doing anything. Well, it's a nice day.
Yeah.
Okay, so flaps up. As you put the flaps up, we need to bring the stick back because it'll sink. Feel it sinking?
Yeah.
So trim that to hold it there. That's it. So we're nearly at the end. So eventually we've got to get attitude power trim.
Yep.
Attitude. Power back to 2,800. Bit more. So when you push it back, you've got to push it back with the right foot.
Yep.
So put a right foot in. That's better. There's your ball there. That little white ball there.
Yep.
What a day to fly.
Yeah, it is. Beautiful day.
As I used to say years ago, welcome back to my office. So level off at 1,500, we don't need to climb. About there, that's cool. Just checking our revs, 2,800's nice. Everything's in the green.
Yep.
Always keep checking that, plenty of fuel. So we are climbing ever so slowly. So just pitch it forward just a touch. No, pitch it forward with this foot. That's it there. Now trim it to hold it there. Just a little bit, only take very small movements. Now we're not climbing or descending. 1,600.
Yep.
So it's perfect. So look out the window and remember where the bubble of the nose is. Now look at the bubble,
Yep.
right, and the horizon. And have a gap. Measure how many fingers there are in your mind. You and I are sitting about the same height, right? So we're basically steady, 1,590, 1,600. Isn't this air beautiful? You had some fairly rough days, didn't you, back when I was flying with you? Remember that?
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Beautiful up there.
Yeah. So this, the things you can learn, like we're climbing just a little bit, so let's just pitch it forward just a touch, just a little, that's enough. It'll hold it there. When you pitch it down like that, it'll start to come down, but as it comes down, it starts to gain speed.
Then it'll come up.
Exactly. So look at that. We're holding 1740 perfectly. Okay. But see how the speed's coming up now? 94.
Yeah.
What we can do is, see you've got a road here. See that long road there? Okay. So we'll aim toward that. Keep on that road. And what I want you to do is I want to start getting your feet to work properly again. Okay. So what we're going to do, my airplane, my control just for a minute. My control, so I've got speeds right. What we're going to do is we're going to just progressively try and keep our, now look down the middle of the nose,
Yep.
we're going to try and keep the nose pointing in the same direction. But at the same time we're going to roll the plane. Okay, so if I just come back, I'll get it for me anyway, straight on the road. The right foot there. There. Back there.
Caller, traffic Zodiac 4630 is entering backtracking runway 31. Caller.
So what we're going to do is we're going to bank it right foot. Bank it left foot. Bank it right. And I'm trying to keep the ball in the middle. We're using the right amount of foot. Oop, that's getting out of control. So once it's out of control, you stop it all. Have your feet resting on the pedal so you can feel what I'm doing, okay? Get the ball back in the middle, try it again. So we're there, we go. Right. Left. Right. Left. So as the right foot goes, as the foot goes in, the right foot goes in, we need a certain amount of right stick. And same to the left.
Okay.
So if I go left stick, the ball stays in the middle. Go to the right. Takes a bit of practice.
Yep.
It's not a rush, we're not in a hurry. Okay, so just, you get the idea of what I'm trying to do? Not too severe, no, just nice and smooth. It's a bit like patting a cat. Just nice and smooth. So I'm watching that ball. So just ease the right foot in. No, don't jab it in, just ease it in. Don't. Come back again. Right foot again. There it is. Now gently to the left. That's it, nice and smooth. Keep it. Don't fight it, don't push it back. Just let it roll. Alright, keep it there, keep it there. And then come the other way. Yeah, well, that's right, come around the right. So just keep it there on the bank. See how the ball's out there? So put a bit of right foot in, just keep it there. That's it, now with it. Back in the centre. Now come out of that turn, just nice and smooth. Perfect. Like patting a cat. They don't like being stabbed, they like to be nice and patted, right? Same thing. I mean, if you had a plane coming towards you, you'd have to be very aggressive, but we don't need that. There. Now we want to do a 90-degree turn to the right, nice and smooth. Pick something out there that you can point to and head toward it. Look where the ball is. That's it, so just keep everything there. Don't move it. Look at the ball. Perfect. We're doing a nice turn. We'll do a 360. Just keep going around.
Yep.
Keep the ball in the middle.
climbing a little bit.
That's okay, straighten it up. Straighten it up, that's it. Yeah, so can you feel your feet are now smooth?
Yeah.
Can you dance?
Not that much.
No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
If a man and a woman dancing like old-fashioned style dancing, right?
Yeah.
And the man's pushing his feet, and the woman's not, you're not going to go anywhere, are you? You're going to fall over. So this has got to be that sort of nice.
And I've realized it takes a little while to respond. It's not
Oh yes.
What happens is I push it, then it doesn't respond. Then I push it more. Actually, it is more than it is required.
Okay.
Isn't it?
So nice turn. Yeah, we just go straight across the road. So just to refresh your memory, why are we doing your feet and the stick control? Because they do two different things. If we just have something light up out the front there, and just momentarily push your right foot in hard. Do it now. What happened? Went straight there, didn't it?
Traffic Zodiac 4630, currently passing through 3,100 on climb to 3,500. Ollie's thinking on the northeastern side, closer to Gawler Township. I'll be conducting aerial work in the area for the next 15 minutes. Gawler.
So the minute you put the right foot in, it turns right, which is what the rudder's meant to do.
Yeah.
So this time, have something straight out the front there again. Now push the stick to the right. Goes that way. Went left, didn't it? So if you push the right foot in for right rudder, which is fine, it's going to turn right. But if you push the stick in without the rudder, it's going to go that way, which is not where I want to go. I want to go right. So that's why they've got to be together. It's called a coordinated turn.
Does it mean this controls the angle of the airplane?
This controls the bank.
Yep.
That bank over there like that. That's what that's controlling. The rudder, basically its fundamental use is to turn us right.
Okay.
So if I push the right foot in, but it rolls it at the same time, that's the second effect. The first effect is to turn it, which is what you want it to do.
Yeah.
So be warned that if you're using too much rudder and too much aileron, she'll roll. We just want to bank a turn. We don't want to roll into a turn.
When you press the rudder pedal, it turns whatever the way we push the rudder, then it banks. Reason being two different airspeed things, is it?
Yep. Yep.
Because
It's called the
this
second.
one's slower, this one becomes faster.
And it's going faster.
Yeah.
It's a secondary effect of the rudder. Okay, and exactly the same with the aileron. It's the reverse.
Yeah.
So immediately, if I bank it to the right, if I just use the right stick, it'll go left. There it goes.
Yeah.
Then it'll come round in the end. But the first reaction's going to be the wrong way. Now, why is it important? Well, there's two reasons for it. First of all, you're experienced enough now, but if you have a passenger, if you don't keep that ball coordinated, they'll be sick.
Go crazy.
Because the brain gets mixed up, it doesn't know what it wants to do. Come round to the right a bit now. And secondly, if you don't do it, look at that perfect turn, look at it. The ball's right in the middle now, well done. If you don't do it perfectly, you're running inefficiently and you're wasting fuel because you're not flying perfectly coordinated. That make sense?
Yeah.
No matter what the turn, they've got to go together.
Yeah.
Now, half a ball, neither here nor there. But once it starts to come out, you've got too much. There's a saying that makes it easy sometimes. If you don't fixate on this, step on the ball. So whichever one's out, step on it. But don't jab it. Just step on it gently. Your control.
I control.
So let's think about where now we're at high height, 3,000 feet. We want to come down to 2,000 feet, and we want to be over the damn wall. How are we going to do that?
Power lift.
Try it. Another rule you've got to remember, particularly on a cold day like today, if you bring the power back, bring the carburetor on. Don't want carburetor. Gawler traffic, Jabber 8538 overhead Gawler Dam at 1,800 inbound for circuits, Gawler. And if we're putting the power in, we can put the carburetor away again. That's it. See the runway over there now? So head over there. So, downwind checks. Sufficient fuel, fuel pump can go on.
Fuel contents enough, HS enhance is okay.
Fuel pump on. Don't come down any lower, trim it back to hold there if you want to hold it there. About there, that's fine. That's looking good. So there we are doing 77, so we want to slow down a bit more, we want to come back to 70. And we want one stage of flap. There. Now look back for the beginning of the runway, 45 degrees behind the wind strut. This is where you've got to watch your airspeed. 67, that's about right. Straighten it up there. So we're still doing 70. Remember talking about 70?
Yep.
Still doing 70. 67 is okay. When we're on final, we wanted about 63. That's what we're going to aim for. I'd go full flap now. Now bring the power back. We can start a turn now to final. Round you come. There we are, 63. Spot on. Look at that. Ball's in the middle. Perfect. And just be patient. Don't rush it. Gently out of it. Smooth turn. Not too hard. I'll come with you for the first one. Of course. Come right, get it lined up in the middle. That's good. A little bit fast, so bring the power back a little bit. Pitch it back. And there, that's good. 63. Looking good. Just a trickle of power. A little bit of power, just to keep us light, that's it. Get over the freeway. Don't forget, look down the side that you want to look down. There it is there, straighten that up there. Perfect. You just work your way down. Bit of right foot, just a touch of right foot. Keep it coming down, keep it coming. Not wide yet, not wide yet. Now it's wide. Bring the stick back gently and the power back gently. Stick back, hold the power back, hold it there. And we'll land it. Full power, go. Go full power. Don't see if it wants to come up. Don't let it come up just yet. Perfect. Landed that on your own. So watch your speed, 60 knots, that's good. Yeah, I didn't touch it. You did that one.
First one.
It happened very quickly, didn't it? Well, always flaps down, nose down. And then look behind for the beginning of the runway.
Yep.
Turn when you're ready, yep. And look what we're doing. 72 knots. You've always got to keep an eye on your airspeed. Bring that up about there. Now we're high. Does that look high to you?
Yeah, we are high.
Okay, so bring the power back a little bit. We'll come down. And we can put another stage of flap on now. Flaps down, down, that's it. And turn final.
Are we calling?
Oh, we make call. Caller traffic jibber 8538, final 31, touch and go, caller. So now we're doing 67, which is fine, we can't do much about that. Come into the middle. Middle, come to the middle. Now. Pull it back in, we're not there yet. Now it's wide, so pull the stick back gently. Not too much, that should wait for it. Bring the stick back, there's the wide. Keep it there, keep it there, keep it there. Keep coming back, going back. Not too much, not too much. Relax your arm. It's our arm. I want you to stay on the ground. 8538 is going to backtrack on the 3-1. Make a call. Gawler traffic, Jabber 8538, lined up and rolling 3-1, Gawler. Okay, ready to go? The right foot. That's it. Keep walking down the runway. That's excellent. That's good. Have a quick look down here. Airspeed's alive. Yep. There's 40 knots. Bring the stick back. Pull the stick back a little bit. Bit more. Bit more. Bit more. Bit more. Hold it there. Just hold it there. Wait for it. Wait for it. Get it down. Don't go too fast. Get some airspeed first. There you go.
Traffic, Gawler, Jabiru 7693, left downwind, true 1 at Gawler.
That wasn't too bad, was it? I'll make this one a full stop.
Okay.
Go full flap now because it's a beautiful day today.
Final call.
Yep. Gawler traffic, Jabber 8538, final 3-1, full stop. Gawler. Watch your speed, a little bit slow, just a touch. That's it, just a smidge, don't take much. Come to the middle. A little bit more power, 57, that's about there, keep there. Come to the middle. Don't fight it, just relax, just keep it relaxed. Trim it, they'll hold it there for you. Perfect. Don't need any more power, keep that nose coming down, aim it to that number. That's it there. Power back now. Power back. And just fly along the runway. Fly along the runway, fly along, fly along. Hold the stick back there. Keep it back, keep it back. And perfect landing. Keep it there.